So you asked, and today we are here to answer all your questions regarding this video. I'm going to link up here. So if you've not watched it, do well to watch it and you understand where we are coming from. Hello and welcome back. My name is Evelyn and I'm here today with my husband, Vincent. So we did a video last week and we had so many questions and there is no way we would have been able to answer this just by typing or responding to the comments. So we decided to put all of this in one video for you to watch. So many other people might benefit from this. So share with your network. And if you're new here, I'm so glad you found this space. Welcome. Consider sticking around because on this channel, I share tips on personal growth, productivity, and navigating life as an immigrant. So welcome.
I'm happy to be with you here again today. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'll see you on the other side.
We are going to start right away without beating around the bush. So somebody asked, I will try as much as possible to leave the questions on the screen so that you see what I'm answering. And my husband will answer some while I answer some. So I'll start first by answering the first one. Someone said, can't I go to hospital on my own? Actually, you cannot and you can. Let me explain. In Nigeria, you just walk and go to the hospital and see your doctor and you don't need a prior appointment. But here, you cannot walk into the hospital on your own like that or your GP. So you would have to phone them and there's a specific time to phone, maybe 8 and for me, it's between 8 and half 8. So you will have to phone and then they'll ask you certain questions to know the severity of your illness, and if there's appointment that day, they'll ask you to come at a specific time. If not, they might ask you to wait, or they'll ask you to go and take ibuprofen, paracetamol, whatever, just some palliative treatment. And when I say yes and no is because you can actually take yourself to accident and emergency without a doctor having to refer you or without prior phoning. You just walk to accident and emergency. They will assess your situation and then you see a doctor. The wait time might be long depending on how it is that day. Then just to link both questions, the same person asked, overall, how has your healthcare experience been? Do you pay before seeing a doctor? So I'm linking these two questions together so I don't have to answer them separately. So overall, our healthcare experiences has been okay. We can't complain. It's just the healthcare system is a bit choked, if I would say that. So my husband did mention in that video that they have more work and less hands. So sometimes it might come across as it is not so good, but it has been okay so far.
If I may come in there, sometimes the wait time may be so long due to the number of patients around the waiting list. But in all, you can't just go to see a specialist except you may be referred by your GP. So we have the GP, which is just like the primary health care in Nigeria. Now the primary health care will now refer you to the secondary care, which is like the specialist or the hospital where you go and receive treatment. So because of that, sometimes the wait time may vary from either 1 month to like sometimes 6 months or even a year before you'll be able to see a specialist.
Yes, it's too small because there is actually somebody I know that is on waiting list for just for a minor surgery and they kept that person on 3 years waiting list. So it's here and there, but like I said, we can't complain. And this next part of the question that says, do you pay before seeing a doctor? No and yes. So depending on the type of visa you're on, for health and care workers, they don't pay IHS surcharge. So IHS surcharge is the money you pay to access healthcare in the UK. That is immigration health surcharge. So you pay before you're granted the visa. Now, for those that are already here, if you've already made that payment, then you don't need to pay again before seeing your doctor. I think there might be other things like maybe dentist, if you need to say it's dentist or certain kind of specialist, you might pay, but to see a GP, you don't pay again because you have paid in advance for this.
Even the dentist, you don't pay except you want some special treatment, like maybe whitening of teeth or all that, then you may be able to pay. but you've already paid the health surcharge. So you just go to the hospital and the doctor sees you and prescribe drugs for you. Now, I heard that from a reliable source that in England, you pay for your subscription for your medication. But here, prescription is free. Your medication is free. So you don't need, if you need any medication that has been subscribed by a GP, you just call the GP and they'll send the medication to you, or you go to the pharmacy and get your medication. And that's it.
So you pay, but you don't pay because you pay in advance. So that is the summary of it. You pay in advance, but if you're a care worker, they give it as a discount, or it's not a discount, it's a waiver for health and care workers. You get your treatment for free.
All right, let's go to the next question. Someone asks, how long have you been living in Scotland? Been living in Scotland for a while, so I can tell you more about Scotland. It's a nice place to be. I think I prefer Scotland to London. Yeah, definitely I prefer Scotland. It's a very nice place. The people are friendly, lovely people, always ready to talk, ready to make friends with you, ready to discuss, tell you their personal issues and all that. So it's a nice place to be.
Free with you.
Everybody want to know you, they want to talk with you, they want to be your friend. So they are good people. Someone also asks here, or someone said my voice was sorry about that. Maybe I didn't turn on my mic. That was why you couldn't hear me well. But I hope today you can hear me loud and clear.
I hope so. Right. So this one is a short one. Someone say, so I means yes. So it is A-Y-E. A-Y-E means yes, actually. So yeah, I means yes. So if somebody says I, he's saying yes.
Yeah, last time when we were discussing, we talked about driving license, how my wife got her license before me, though I taught her how to drive. Someone asked me, how easy is it to get a UK driving license? Actually, it's easy, but it's not really as easy as you think, because there are some stages. You undergo some stages. First of all, you apply for a driving license, a temporary driving license,
like a learner's permit.
It will be given to you. That license will enable you to get into a car, for you to learn how to drive. Now, you have to write an exam, multiple choice questions. You answer the questions in the exam. You must have a pass mark. And when you have that pass mark in that exam, now you now go to the next stage, which is the practical. The examination is the theory, while the practical, you will drive with an instructor or examiner, and the driving takes for about 45 minutes or so. And if you've been tested and you've passed, be tested in all the aspects of driving, how to
they'll ask you some questions as well,
and all that. And if you can pass them, then you have your driving license. And here in the UK, if you have any issues, maybe like you've faulted in any way in any road traffic laws, your points may be deducted from your driving license. And if you continue doing that, your driving license may be seized from you and may be banned from driving. So it's a very serious business when it comes to driving.
So I want to pause here and ask you why you have not subscribed to my channel. All this while I have been making videos and I get so carried away, just like today. We're almost 10 minutes into the video and I have not asked you why you've not subscribed.
So why have you not subscribed?
Why have you not subscribed?
It's as easy as ABC. Just go to the subscription button. Click the button.
You see, the views are higher than the number of subscribers I have. That means something is not adding up.
So click the subscription button and make sure you press the notification button.
Yes, please.
Whenever we post any video, you'll be the first to watch the video.
And thank you guys so much for sharing, for liking, and for commenting. Let's keep it going. We can hit this 1,000 subscribers before the end of February. So I'll go straight to the next question. Somebody says, with that kind of weather, how do you guys cope? God has been helping us. What I would say is don't trust the prediction. That is all. Because you can go out and thinking, oh, it's going to be a good day. It's nice sunny weather. And it starts raining. And sometimes you can wear a winter jacket thinking it's so cold, and you go out and it's so hot, and now you're not looking like somebody that did not plan well. So the weather is very unpredictable, and sometimes because of how cold this northern part of the country is, you have to wear so many so many clothes. You layer yourself, you layer with so many clothes just to keep yourself warm. You wear warm shoes all the time, so we don't really have the liberty of wearing summer clothes the way, those kind of nice clothes in Nigeria. Just a day or two we have summer, and the rest of the day
But trust me, the weather is still better than that of Canada. So for we here, we are happy compared to those in Canada.
Yeah, but the weather is still.
Someone asks, how is the cost of living in the UK? Yeah, the cost of living in the UK is very high as compared to Nigeria. And the good thing is, whatever you're doing, your income, your minimum wage, the money you receive after your work, money should be able to take care of you. You should be able to pay your bills and settle the necessary bills, though you may not have anything left. And that is why most of immigrants in the UK, and maybe when you call them, you need money from them. Sometimes they may not give you the money. Not as if they don't want to give you, but sometimes they don't really have. And that's the fact. They don't have the money. All the money they have has been spent for rent and all that. So please just try and understand with them. It's not as if they don't want to help you.
Yeah, and with that, someone says, how many jobs does one need to survive in the UK? So it kind of just matches what my husband has just said. So it depends on a lot of factors, to be honest.
It depends on the type of visa you have, and also the strength. If you have the power to work, yes, you can work.
Yes, he's right. He depends on the visa, but it depends on a lot of other factors. Where you're living, how much your salary is, what is your budget for the month, what is the lifestyle you're living. So if you're somebody that you know how to manage money, one job might be okay for you. But if you live in cities like London, where the cost of living there is higher than everywhere else, and you're earning maybe 23,000 or 20,000 pounds, I don't think that might be okay, because with that 20 or 23,000, the government takes taxes, and you also pay for national insurance. So whatever might be left, maybe you go home with 1,500 or thereabout. How much is your rent? Except you're going to be living in a shared apartment. So depending on where you're staying, if you're staying in a major city, one job might not really be okay, and if you're just earning a minimum wage. But if you're living outskirts and your income is high enough to sustain, then why not? One job is okay. So it depends on a lot of factors. And if you're the kind of person that likes a flamboyant lifestyle, or you like to buy a lot of things, one job might not be okay, because bills you will pay. Apart from the rent you're paying, you pay for electricity, you pay for gas, you have to eat, you have to pay your transportation. If you have a car, you pay insurance, you pay road tax. There's a lot of deductibles at the end of the month, apart from your tax and national insurance. So it is a yes or no question, and depends on your lifestyle.
Yeah, that's the last question from you.
No, I have just a comment that says, going through the usual process of getting to understand my new environment. This person, I think, is outside the country as well. He could relate to our experience, and he had to stop greeting everyone he came across, because nobody answers except his fellow Africans. So yes, I brought this up. It's not a question, but I brought this up because we can relate to what he is saying here. In Africa, we greet a lot. So you come here and you greet somebody, will just do like and pass. So at some point, even fellow Africans, you will say hello and they will just look at you and pass. So everybody's now like, oh, you're minding your business, so you don't really greet. So I can relate to what he's saying. For people that answer your greeting, why not say hello? But
definitely,
sometimes just let them go.
Yeah, I think I have the last question here from my end. He said, hi, can you give me a step-by-step guide on how to relocate? I've been thinking of that, but don't know how to go about it. Yeah.
So sorry, I would like to pause him there, because that would be the last question. I actually have something else that I forgot to mention, that somebody said. I'm not going to dwell long on that. He said she was reacting to the clip we put on Facebook about language barrier. So she said they are speaking their own pidgin. You're right. Evelyn, can you write out some of those words and what they mean exactly? Yeah, I will put the words on the screen because there are lots of them, and some of them really I cannot pronounce them. Let me not come and bite my tongue. So I will just put them on the screen. Even while my husband is talking, they will still be like playing, and so that you see what they mean and all that.
Yeah, like I said, he wanted to know the step-by-step method or how to migrate to the UK. There are many. The UK offers several types of visas based on your purpose and eligibility. So I will try to mention some of them. The most popular one is the work visa or employment and business. And we have the skilled worker visa, which is for skilled workers, those who have skills like engineers, medical doctors, and the rest, ICT gurus, and the rest. We also have healthcare worker visa, that is basically for health professionals. We have the global business mobility visa. It's also a kind of visa whereby it includes different subcategories for businesses transferring employment to the UK, like senior or specialist workers or graduate trainee visas and the rest of them. We also have the HPV, which is the high potential visa, which is for graduates of top universities. Now, if you graduated from a top universities in the world, top rank university in the world, and you want to come to the UK, you can use this route to come to the UK and stay. You don't need to have a job before coming. As long as you have the certificate and you graduated maybe a first class, and you can use this route to come to the UK. We also have what we call the graduate visa. Graduate visa, if you have studied in the UK, you may be given 2 years to stay in the UK, either to look for a job or to hunt for jobs. For masters, you'll be given like 2 years. For PhDs, you may be given like 3 years. Yeah, we have what we call this scale-up visa for individuals joining a fast-growing UK business. We have the innovation founder visa. There are many types of visa. There are startup visa, where you want to start up a business, you have the capital, you can come to the UK with your money. They are ready to eat your money. So we have the self-sponsored visa route, where you are setting up your own business. Maybe you can self-sponsor yourself and come to the UK. The easiest one is the student visa, where you apply for admission and you get your admission. When you get your admission, it's called a Tier 4 visa for international students wishing to study in the UK. We also have the child student visa, a child that is not up to 18 years. You can use that to come to the UK to study. It's called the child student visa. We have the short-term visa. That's for those who want to take like English language course and all that. You may be granted, or you want to come and write exams in the UK, in particular professional exams in the UK. You may be granted such visas. We have family partner visa. We have the visitors visa.
There's just a lot. So in order not to make this so long, I would advise that you go to gov.uk, gov.uk, and then you scroll down to immigration, where immigration, I'll put it up on the screen. Go down to immigration and you click there. You see all the types of visas, what you need for what you're eligible for, and then you go from there. I had an opportunity that I would have loved to share with you guys, because this company sponsors people from health and care. If you have a health care background, to work in their care homes, and they sponsor international applicants and applicants that are living in the UK. So at the time of making this video, that vacancy was still up, and I wanted to share it with you. But unfortunately, before I could go back to share the screen, it was gone. So I just wasn't able to include it. However, I will leave the link to the website in the description box. So you just watch out, look out for the next time they post vacancies. You might be lucky, and just keep checking.
Yeah, they always post their vacancy on regular basis. So
Mm-hmm.
just keep checking. You may be lucky to see a vacant position where you'll be able to apply. And I will also encourage you, don't think you may not be able to have it. Just apply, meet the basic criteria. What they're interested in, do you have what it takes to do the job? If you have it,
Exactly.
then
As soon as you open their website, they'll tell you they don't charge you for COS. COS is certificate of sponsorship. If you're coming in as a worker, you require a certificate of sponsorship from your employer. But it's against the law to charge for certificate of sponsorship. They clearly stated there that they do not charge, so they are not out to exploit you. You do your own findings as well. We are just here to share information we've seen based on our own research. We are not immigration advisors. We are not lawyers. So if you're confused or if you need further help or anything, you can always consult immigration consultants. They will be there to help you. So yeah.
Also to stress, we are not issuing visas to people, and we don't intend to. If you have any issues, or if you want any question, have any question to ask, consult an immigration lawyer or your agent.
Before you go, have you subscribed?
Make sure you subscribe.
Please go and click that subscribe button, share it with your network, and let's grow. We can do this together. 1,000 subscribers is doable.
And don't forget to press the notification button.
It is doable. So I will see you in my next video. Stay tuned and God bless you. Goodbye for now.
Bye and have a nice day.
Bye.